Hello.
Hey! Oh, Ben,
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
So I gave everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So,
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh, where arm wrestling matters. Boom!
This is Inside the Strap.
Tucho Whānau, welcome back to another episode of Inside the Strap podcast, where arm wrestling matters. Everyone knows my co-host. Where's he coming up? Ben Tahini. And Ben Tahini, would you want to introduce our other exciting co-hosts tonight?
Yes. Also, hosting next to me will be Fire Joe from Brisbane.
And she'll be popping up soon, hopefully.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh, you like that one? That was good, eh? Buddy.
All right, now time for Fire Joe to do the big introduction.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for having us, Kat. Okay, so tonight we have a special edition on. Okay, we've got a special guest. Tonight's guest is one of the most powerful strength athletes in the world. She is New Zealand's champion arm wrestler and world-class powerlifter. Best known for making history as the first woman, actually the only woman, who's ever bench pressed over 300 kgs, reaching an extraordinary 317.5 kgs, yes, 700 pounds in competition. Her journey is more remarkable than just the numbers, though. She suffered a stroke in 2020 at age 24. She relearned basic movement and rebuilt her strength up from the ground up. And since then, she has returned as an elite international competitor, becoming one of the top female powerlifters and arm wrestlers in the world. Tonight, we are unwinding her mindset, her biggest moments on the arm wrestling table, and challenges that have shaped her to be the athlete that she is today. So let's give a warm welcome for my girl, my sister, power in the place, yes, Ashley Hoeta.
Hey.
Koresh.
Hey guys.
The crowd.
We are going to have some fun tonight. I mean, I've got my key. I'm really keying out right here. I'm trying to feel the moment. I got my Feijoa drink. I'm ready to roll. Ash, welcome. Ben, I'm not really too sure. Like, can you give me a download, an intro on you? I don't really know much about you, Ben. Are you in Wellington?
Yeah, definitely. Wellington. Been part of the Wellington Arm Wrestling Club for the last 5 years. I've also been part of, so Ashley and I have a bit of history too. Back in 2020 or 21, was it, Ash? I can't say specifically, but I wrestled with the Waikato Brothers in Arms back in early 2020, and I left around late 2022. The baby arriving, so I moved back to Wellington to be closer to my family, and I've been part of the Wellington arm wrestling scene since, and I've been loving it the whole way. So, that's a bit of my history of myself.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know me, I'm Fire Joe, or people just call me Fire or Joe. But I'm over in the Gold Coast, and I'm only new to arm wrestling. So I only met Ashley last year. She came over to Over the Top, and I got to grip up with her and feel her strength then. And I've been able to talk with her in many different occasions on chats, and she's she's amazing. We love you, Ash. So thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. This is crazy. Okay, we're gonna just get into it.
Yep.
Cap, you got any videos?
Yep. The first one on the list is.
Can we play this vid? Okay, so You can see here, Ash. You should have out. You've got the power lift. Dude, that's crazy.
There you
So
go, you can commentate.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, we just took it off. Like, I don't know where that's from. I don't know what's up with that song, but what on earth, Ash? Like, that's a crazy moment. Like, what's running through your mind? Like, what are you thinking? What's the best description you can have, like, when it comes to lifting that kind of weight?
So that period of time specifically was it was quite a difficult time because 3 weeks prior my dad had passed away, and so it was like you're trying to grieve it, but you're already in the motions of competing. And so I was like, oh crap. So I went back, kept prepping on the Monday, and so I just held all of my emotions together right up until that moment. And then as soon as it happened, it was like I started screaming and crying, and my family were there. But when I was lifting it, it's really weird because every training, every comp, it feels heavy as that lift in particular. It felt like someone else was holding it and lifting it. Like it felt,
Wow.
yeah, it felt weird. It was weird. Yeah.
You definitely had Dad, hey? Maybe Dad was helping you with that lifting.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I can only imagine what it's like to bench press like 80 kgs or even let alone 370, like 700. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of women, we can only imagine that. In fact, you got that picture, Charles? So I did equivalent. 700 pounds is equivalent to an adult male grizzly bear or an adult male lion. So here's me attempting to lift a lion, but that's what it's like, right? But
yeah.
what cracks me up about this picture, I didn't realize it, but I love AI. What makes me laugh about this picture is that lion is in pain. And you know why, eh? Because look where I'm grabbing it. But anyways, what the hell? Yeah, I know. AI is just nuts, man. But you know, that's how heavy. You can't imagine. Like, I have to imagine what it would be like to lift something like that. You know. So your mental preparation for Kat, you can take that down, please. But
Take it down, sir.
take that poor line. But your mental preparation for powerlifting, is it the same as your mental preparation for arm wrestling?
Nah, not at all.
Not
It is. It's so polar opposite. So with powerlifting, when I was doing it, it was literally a do or die mindset. Like, you know, it's a lot of weight to be lying under. And, you know, if anything is to go wrong, then it's going to go really wrong. Whereas with arm wrestling, I'm in a calm mindset and
wow,
I enjoy it. So it's, completely different.
Yeah, completely different. So the mindset's very different. So you know how we had episode 25? We had the woman from the Auckland Champs jump on the show. You were watching it. Thank you for your comments, because these women, they really look up to you, eh? Like, and we were just talking a bit about, on that show, we were talking about mindset and our different preparation as we walk up to the table. And like, so for some of us, it's not, I mean, in an idealistic world, we'd all want to win, right?
Yeah.
But that's not realistic. It's and Malia, she brought up a good point. She said it's better for us not to go into a match thinking we're going to win. You know, it's better to think that, okay, I'm not here to win. I'm here to just grow. And so but you're Ashley Huerta. Was there a time when your life was like, I'm on a winning roll and I don't feel like I don't even know what it's like to lose, you know. And what was your first loss? What was that experience like?
So before the one in Sydney, my first loss in arm wrestling was I was over in Turkey, and at that time I pretty much just done the whole, yep, I want to go to Oz and I want to qualify and go to Turkey and I want to do this. And so when I was over there, I realized very quickly that I was very inexperienced compared to the others. So it was definitely a point of like, okay, let's go back, let's reevaluate, let's actually listen. Nah. Let's learn the techniques properly, and go from there.
What do you mean by an actually listen?
So like I'm good at listening. I just can't execute things very well. And so like I'll be taught moves and then in my head I'm like, right, I've got it.
Okay,
And
no,
then
because Val, she was talking about the same thing with her coach. Like she was like, it went through one ear out the other. Like when you get into competition, you're in the moment and they're screaming out all these instructions. It was like, yeah, nah, I don't know. I can't hear, like, you know.
Yeah.
I guess that comes with years of experience, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You got any questions, Ben?
Well, actually, it was just to add on to your first question that you asked her about the mental preparation, and maybe a little bit before that, showing her first lift. It was that. Do you remember that time, Ashley? Or did you know that Brian Shaw made a video on your lift that you did? Brian Shaw,
Brian
not Brian
Shaw,
Shaw, not
Eddie.
Brian, no, Eddie Hall, Brian Shaw,
Oh,
Eddie
Eddie.
Hall, that's the one, Eddie Hall. I actually wanted to talk about that. How did you feel when you seen him post and, you know, did a bit of commentary on that?
So the very first, he's reposted it quite a few times, but the first time that I actually saw it, I lost it. I was like, what the heck is happening? Yeah, and I guess like from that, because you know, a lot of people are like, did you know, like it's so cool that you did this, but it doesn't hit until you see something like that, and it's like, huh, yeah, I did do that. Yeah.
When it came up, I couldn't believe it either. I was like, what? Eddie Hall, you know, I was just blown away that he was commenting on someone from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, you're breaking, what was it, 317 kilos that day?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a buzz, like adding on top of everything that you were doing, and that would have just been, you know, icing on the cake for you as well.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm being recognized by like a legend, pretty much.
We've just got a few comments here. I'll just read out. We've got one from Mussy Cook Beer from Fresh Meat. It says, "Amazing, Ash." Then we have Benjarist from Fresh Meat saying, "Beast." And one more. We've got Jason Coy, a question for A. What the? Okay. Question for Ben. What is it like being the weakest out of you three?
Oh,
I'm not going to answer that one. I might just leave this one for you, Fire Joe, so you can carry on.
Ben, don't worry about it.
Ben.
You know, it comes from a place of experience for himself, eh?
Yeah.
But you know what? Okay, so you experienced that first loss, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're in Turkey. So now you realize, okay, I'm not invincible, yeah? I've got to go back. I've got to retrain. I've got to rethink about things.
Yeah.
I've been through many losses on the table too, but I think my greatest loss was when I had a miscarriage, and this is totally different, right? This is when I experienced something that happened. It opened my world to other women who have experienced the same thing. Yeah. So just touching on that topic, you know, like when you go through an experience and something happens, then yeah, others relate. So in saying that, when you became like, you know, you're like number one in Oceania, there's only a few people that can relate to you in arm wrestling, right? Because you're at this level, this standard. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that? Like you found it easier maybe to train with men, or, you know, or because many of us women can't be at that level where you are.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've always trained with the boys because, you know, we've had a few women come into the club and then they kind of leave again. So it's literally, I've just always trained with the boys. And I like, it is good to grip up with them. Like, I know all of their different strengths. And so obviously if I take time off or if I'm in a prep, it's good to see where I'm at. But like, you know, training with women, it is nice. You know, men have larger hands than women. So when you're actually gripping up with a female, it's like, like, you've got the same size hand as me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I gripped up with you too, and I was like, I don't even budge you, man. Like, I've been told I've got quite large hands, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got nothing on you, mate. Like, but okay, so I noticed that you've been in AWE, and we got that video too. In AWE, you know, we've got here, you know, I think this is Australia's girl back in 2024. So
Yes. Yeah.
talk us through this moment, like as you're coming out on the stage here, and you're like, and they even measure up your bicep and your, you know, your forearm and everything, like when you walk out.
This comp for me specifically was like a turning point because obviously I traveled for a tournament, but I'd never traveled specifically over for a super match. And so I was like, wow, like, you know, I really like this. What's weird about the big comps that I've done is that they've all been around my dad's when he passed away, his anniversary. So that comp was actually, I think it was like a day after the year had come up. So I was like, right, let's get into these emotions just a little bit and we'll go for it. And yeah, it all just played out really well. It was cool.
Yeah, you can see you really got your focus on, eh?
Yeah, so right before that, I think I was on the phone with Mate Warangi and he's like, you just need to get into your emotions. And I'm like, done, I can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you just leave it on the table, eh?
Yeah, I think this was one of my comps where it was like a powerlifting mindset, where it's like, okay, like your emotions are fresh, but you know, there's no time to get emotional. Just use it as power on the table.
Yeah. Now the reason we brought up this video because when I went over to the Titans when I jumped on AWE, I noticed a huge difference in the rules, and I was like, okay, what's up with the ref asking me if I'm okay? You know, I'm like, I'm waiting for the ref to tell me if, you know, that he's okay with what he sees. And it really like knocked me off because AWE is all about entertainment. What do you prefer in the rules, like preferences, you know, like WAF rules or AWE? Or
I'm gonna be honest with you, Joe.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I have gotten to where I've gotten today without knowing much of the rules.
No. Serious?
Yeah, 100%.
She knows the rules.
Well, I know the basics, but you know, like in terms of
Yeah.
logistics, nah, not really. It's literally all I know is to top roll, hook, and
Slam.
yeah. But if we had to talk it in terms of like big super match club wars or something like that, because we did WAF rules over in Sydney.
WAF rules.
And, you know, I didn't notice any difference to when I was usually doing other comps. So we'll just say I like WAF or WAF or whatever it is.
WAF. Yeah, WAF.
WAF. WAF. So that be.
WAF.
They were
Is that what
using
we?
over in Turkey, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
And so you got to be these girls over there, eh? They've been training since I don't know age 4, but
yeah, they came out of the womb.
out of the womb.
Hard out.
That's serious. So yeah, like are you still working on challenging those or counteracting the way you performed in Turkey now?
Yes. But I've said this in every podcast and interview I've ever done. I just listen to my coach and what he wants me to do, and that's what I do on the table. Yep.
Ooh.
Did she just cut out?
I think she just, yeah, she's cut out. She'll
Oh
come back
no.
in. Yeah, I was sitting there, I was just writing down what you were saying about the difference between using your emotions in an arm wrestling,
Bloody hell.
format, and then going back onto. Oh, she's back.
I'm
She's back.
sorry. Bloody
No,
I'm
you're good. You're good.
my phone. I'm like, not right now, Connor, come on. Bloody son. Sorry. Yeah, so continue.
What were we saying, Ash?
Um, we were talking about when my coach teaches me what to do, and then that's what I do.
And that's where it went quiet. Suddenly I was like, oh, why is it going quiet? There
So-
you go, Fire Joe. You can carry on.
Oh, okay. Well, talking about coaches, okay, let's talk about coaching. Kat, can you bring up that picture? Photo 5 for us, please. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like one solid for my bro here, and we're going to like pronounce his name correctly.
Yep.
So I figured there are so many people, especially Australians over here, just cannot get his name right. Right.
I got
so
your back if you get it wrong.
yeah, look at back, bro. Okay, ready? Okay, so it's Ma, like Ma is white, Ma. Okay, Tay.
Yeah.
Like Tay. Wa. I got nothing for Wa, just Wa, and then Rangi, like Rangi Nui, like Rangi and Papa. Okay, so Ma Tay Warangi, right?
It's close.
Okay.
Close. Ash, autocorrect.
Oh my gosh. Okay, pronounce. So, how do you say it?
Ma,
Yeah.
te,
Yeah, Tay.
e, warangi.
Wow.
Say it again.
So you got all of you got them right, but there's just the e in between
E.
mate.
Is there an E
So
there?
mate
Yeah.
e warangi.
Is there an E? Oh, E.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I can't even spell his name right. Sorry, bro.
But to
Right.
help you remember it in sequence, just think of Mate told me this, but
Go on.
Mate means death,
Yeah.
Iwa means 9 is the number 9. Rangi means heavens. Mate Iwa Rangi.
Oh, okay. Well, there it is. Okay. So Mate, like, I got a quick story because when we were at Over the Top, I
Oh, here we go. Hey, that's Pona trying to call her.
Quick story time. So
Bye, Joe. You on mute, girl. Okay.
oh
Yeah,
no.
no, it's when someone calls. I did that last time.
Yeah.
Someone called me and it put me on the backstage. But for her, she's lucky she can come back in. Damn. It's just one of those things. I don't have your questions. But it's still going through well, eh? There's nothing wrong on my half.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I might as well read up some. Okay.
Is she
I think
still on mute?
Bye, Joe, you're on mute. She's still talking. On mute. You're on mute. Wait. I've got my piece of paper. Mute. Mute.
No, it's backwards way.
She's not gonna
I know
see
the
it.
question, so I'll say the question and then I'll answer it. So it's how did you meet the beast?
Yeah, go for it.
It was how did you meet the beast? How did he become your coach? And what's one thing you remember about training with him or something. Okay, so how did we meet? He was powerlifting back when I was powerlifting, but we never really spoke to each other. I don't think it was until we moved up to Hamilton. And then there's a little group of us and we kind of hung out quite a bit. And then I knew he was an arm wrestler and I went and watched one of his comps. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, I think I could do this as well. And yeah, the rest is history. But one thing in training, I mean, like, besides him obviously having patience, because I know that I'm not the brightest tool in the club when it comes to like specifics. I think a lot of them have seen that. But I think like in terms of just outside of arm wrestling, he's definitely taught me that, you know, no matter the achievements and stuff like that, to still remain genuine and humble.
That's a huge one, eh?
Yeah.
I actually heard that from one of MJ's quotes is to be humble, to be nice, to be kind. So it's interesting, especially when you're carrying that same type of energy, being on a table, interacting around everyone.
Yeah.
You know, it's especially getting all the motivation and all the uplifting uh encouragements that you need, you know. So what helps you to get in that state? Like how do you get into that? How do you help yourself ground yourself in that moment like that?
I just have like the people that are in my life are exactly that. You know, like, yeah, I'm very close with Jack Lawrence. And, you know, obviously Jack has a heap of accolades to his name. Same with Mate Warangi. But it's like, there are two ways that it could go. You know, like if you have that much to your name, you know, there's the ego boosts and stuff like that. But it's like, no matter how long they've been it, no matter their accolades and stuff like that, it's still, they just remain humble. It's really cool.
Yeah, I never learned that because I'm like at that point where I'm winning a match and it's just all coming out.
Yeah.
And I remember someone saying, "Hey, bro, don't be doing that. Be humble." So, you know, I just catch myself in moments like that as, you know, well, you know,
Yeah.
it's trying to keep at that level. Um,
Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry, my bag.
It's all good.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cap, you can take that picture down. Okay, so if anything, I didn't even get your name right, bro. So sorry. But yeah, mate is from ka mate, right? So I'm just gonna finish off where I started, where I dropped off. I'm like behind the fellas like conversation here, but I just wanted to say something quickly because before I got cut off, we were in Over the Top and Devon come right up beside me because we were talking a bit about when I spoke to Devon about Maori, our people, and how we went through cannibalism and stuff. And Devon was all like, "Oh, hell yeah, let's talk about this," right? So there I was telling him, you know, how our people, like one of the worst insults you could do is like kill someone, eat them, and then crap them out, right? So there's Devon right next to me, and here's, you know, Mate up there, like was it Mario? And he's like fighting for, you know, to win, and I'm going, Kamate, like this crazy, right? Kamate. And then Devon's like, eat him, like I felt like I created a monster, right? I was like, oh crap, damn. But it was one of the best matches I've ever seen, you know. How cool is it to have him for a coach, right?
Yeah.
What is one of the like best things, like what's one thing you take from your training?
I mean, like as a club and as a whole, it's cool because, obviously he has welcomed in many walks of life and created like a very solid family unit. With different ages, different backstories, but when we are all together, it's just we are all equal. But yeah, I mean, just again, like I was saying to Ben, one of his um, greatest things that he holds as a person is him being humble and genuine, and especially when you're at that level. It's been nice to kind of follow in those footsteps and remain the same. Even if you win, it's just yeah.
Let's talk about your highs. You got your highest moment. Like, what is one of the greatest things that you've achieved in arm wrestling?
Oh, this is a hard question because all of my sports that I've done it for a parent. So when I came into arm wrestling, this was for myself. And if I had to pinpoint a highlight, I can't, because every competition that I've done is huge to me. The overseas comps, my very first comp, me beating the previous number one in New Zealand, me becoming Oshi. Like, it's just
Yes.
every single comp that I've done is a highlight to me, win or lose.
True. And they're all actually really big comps too, eh? Matches.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so after that those highs, you still feel the same now about, your same desire that you have, like for arm wrestling, to, come out number one? And
I definitely feel like, because there are more women in the sport now, I feel like there is a little bit more pressure to, do all the behind the scenes trainings and stuff like that. But that desire is always going to be there.
What's your lowest moment?
I don't necessarily think I have low moments in arm wrestling. I think it's more if there are things or injuries that kind of pop up, then that creates a low. But I think in itself, like over in Sydney in March, I lost my Oceania title, which was quite a hard pill to swallow. But a few weeks out, I ended up injured, and it's like, like if I didn't get injured, I would have been better. And there was one point where we were in talks that I wasn't going to do right. But the thing that really clicked for me in this was I was watching Nettie speak, and it's like, yeah, you know what? Like, we both agreed to it. We both prepped. We worked our butts off. I got injured, but she worked really hard, and so I don't necessarily think it was a low in itself to take that loss, especially from someone who did work really hard for it. But yeah, the low in that was injuring myself.
Yeah. Didn't help, eh?
No.
Hey, Fire Joe, we've got a comment here from Wesley Taylor. My favorite arm wrestling moment from Ash is her entrance in Canada after they doubted her.
Oh man, have we got that? Damn.
Actually, that was such a powerful moment because I walked into, it was a Stan Walker Storm.
Oh,
And
no.
obviously it was like, I've been in the Australian super matches, but we're going around the other side of the world. And so, like, because it was in Canada and my opponent, one of my really good friends, she's Canadian. So when we had our press conference, I remember everyone kind of cheering for her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm the underdog. I have so much to prove. It felt very powerful to kind of walk out to that.
You can't go wrong with Stan Walker, eh?
100%.
Oh, he's the man.
He's a man. Oh, okay. So our issue with Australian and New Zealand women's arm wrestling and the weight categories.
Mhm.
So we have women who are below 65 kgs, and then we have others who are bumped up into opens,
Mhm.
just over 65 kgs. And so you can imagine it's like, I don't know, us attempting to lift a baby cub lion. But if anything, what are your thoughts on this? How do we solve this issue, this problem with categories?
We need more women. Like,
Yeah.
if we want to make it viable, we need more women. And in saying that, you know, when I first started, there were 2 of us in New Zealand. And so when I went and watched Auckland Champs, it's like, oh my gosh, we're now hitting double digits for women. So I feel like in terms of how the clubs support their women, I think they're doing a fantastic job. They are supporting the women with their competitions, and obviously it's showing with them continuously coming back. Like I know a lot of them joined because their partners were already in it, but
Yeah.
like they're continuing it and they are progressing. So I definitely think everything is starting to pick up with that. Yeah, it's just with the weight categories, there needs to be more women.
Needs to be more women. Yeah, because you can't actually put on a show with you know, have separate like categories if you only got like a few people, and so it's just not going to work, is it? So we have the same, like Phil will say to me, we need to get more women, Joe. We need more women in the field, and it is a difficult thing to do, like to find people over here in Australia to arm wrestle.
Yeah,
the woman here. But what do you think? What are you guys doing over there that you feel is different to what we're doing? Because we need some help. We need to get more people in this, man.
You know, like obviously Auckland has a huge presence. And I think like to begin with, there were a couple of women, and now both clubs are growing. I think it's just the whole word of mouth type thing. Like, I mean, you can put up posters and stuff like that, but realistically speaking, from an outside perspective, as a female, it is so intimidating to walk into a place, especially if there are no women, in amongst men in a male dominant sport. So I think word of mouth is huge, but also, you know, I've noticed that the women, especially fresh meat, are putting themselves out there more on podcasts, on videos, on stuff like that. And, you know, that gets the attention of loads of people. So I think just a social media presence, word of mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, be that example, because you've been a massive example to the women in New Zealand. You started a chat. Yeah, you've got a group chat.
Yep.
Why am I not a part of this group chat? I need to be a part
I'm
of it.
so sorry. I'll add you up to this.
Hello. Like,
Oh.
I want to join that. I want to be a part of your chat. So yeah, it's going to be good because you've been training and you've been giving out this information. You've been, you know, sharing your experience with the other women too. You've inspired us. So you've got some training coming up hopefully in August, yeah?
Yeah, so we are currently in the process of, I think we're looking at a couple of locations to hold it. But yeah, I am planning on running a women's training. And then I think obviously, because when the women come, the guys obviously come, and Mate Warangi is there, so they kind of train off that way, and we have our own specific tables. But we ran one last year, and I didn't realize how many people were actually going to be there. So we held it in a pub, and it was packed. And so I'm like, okay, this year we need to find a bigger location. But yeah, I am so excited because, you know, where I am, I don't train with any other woman. And so it's really nice to just not only train with them, but just to catch up.
Yeah. And be together, because we also mentioned like the grip when you're feeling like I've got to say these boys, can you give me like 30-40%, you know, because it doesn't feel realistic when I grip up with the men. Yeah, so no, how exciting. I can't wait. I want to come to this. I want to fly over, and be a part of it. Okay, so do we have photo 6, Kat? Can you throw that up for us? So just in this picture, you'll see.
What is it now?
Oh, you know what? Don't do that, Cap. Let's not. Let's play that game. You got your paper? No.
Hey.
Take it down. Okay, we'll go back.
That's me on the iceberg now.
Okay. No, we'll do it later. Okay. Do you got a pen and paper? Yeah.
Oh, yep. Go
Okay,
on.
Ben, you got your paper? All
Sure.
right. I want you to write on your piece of paper, and anyone else that wants to do this too, grab yourself a pen and paper, and I want you to write down your favorite color. Okay, just write a favorite color, and I want you to write the reasons why or how it makes you feel. How does that color make you feel? Okay.
Oh, I won't choose that one though, because it's just cause. Hold on.
Okay, I will tell you what it means after. And if you've done it already on TikTok, well, I've changed it up. All right, so. All right. Okay, so your favorite color and 1 or 2 reasons how it makes you feel. And okay, the next one is animal.
Ooh.
Okay, your favorite animal and why. How does it make you feel? Give me a couple reasons why. I'll give you a second for this.
I feel like I'm at school. Yes, Mercer.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
I'm gonna make you read it. Oh my gosh.
ooh. A few reasons for animal.
It
was fun.
You good? You guys ready?
You ready, Al?
Okay.
Yeah, do Ben first.
Hey.
And the third thing I want you to do is I want you to write down your favorite form of water. Okay, so it would be like, I don't know, ice, rain, I don't know, ocean, whatever. Okay, your favorite form of water and why.
In a cup now.
In a cup. Okay, water in a cup. Why?
Is it water in terms of drinking or just any type of water? It could be like the beach.
Ice, it could be snow, it could be, you know, any form of water. What kind of form of water?
Okay.
And reasons why it's your favorite water.
That's interesting.
I'm changing my animal.
I've got so many now.
Oh, that's interesting too. You changed your animal.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, Ben, read your first one. Your color. Well, how did it make you feel? What's your color?
Blue. Can I just say blue and green? Or does it have to be one?
Yeah, but how does it make you feel?
Blue makes me feel peace, and green makes me feel confident.
Okay. All right. And what are you, Ash?
So my favorite color is actually violet, but I don't have a reason why it is. So I chose green and I wrote calm and peace.
Okay. Calm and peace.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, that's your personality. Okay. Color represents your personality.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So you guys got, you're like, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm changing my animal if the animals who because I chose a red panda and you'd be like, the red panda looks like you.
No, don't change
The red panda movie. Yeah.
Okay. Animal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ben, what's your animal?
Lion.
Why?
Because they're cute. No, honestly, I think it's just the qualities they represent. They're fearless, and you know they hunt in packs. They're family orientated, and I just like what they represent. You know, a lot
Okay.
of
Strong, yeah.
personality-wise.
All right. Ash, what's your animal?
I'm gonna choose dolphin.
Dolphin. Okay. Why?
Good question. Um, I literally wrote swimming and happy.
And happy. Okay. What was your other animal?
It was a red panda, but I changed it after you. After
What
you
was
said
your other animal?
dolphin, I was like, oh no.
But why? Why did you say red panda?
Peaceful and calm.
Peaceful and calm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the animal represents your opponent. Okay, so the person that you would like go up against on the table. So I guess that's how you picture them.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, my
Yeah.
next opponent
What
looks like a
the hell?
dolphin.
What the? Okay, now that
Laughing at it. Ashley's just thinking butter. Okay.
straight up, she
Yeah.
didn't know. Didn't remember? She did say, you know, she when she's on a table, she's calm, she's
Yeah.
collective.
Yeah. I did say that. Okay. What's the last one, Ben? What you got?
Oh, so a type of water. I like lake water.
Oh, the lake. Okay. Yeah. Why?
Lake. Uh, it's something I've always been brought up with. My dad taking me to a specific place in Taupo, and it's just always calm. You know, there's no waves. It's beautiful, transparent, and you can, you know, always going for a dip. You know, so it's a special place in my heart, I guess.
Okay. Ash, what's yours?
Mine's
Yeah.
waterfall, and it's literally the same reason. It's we've got a whānau space where there's a waterfall and it's got fresh water there. So every time we go there, we take our water bottles. Um, yeah, just peaceful and calm again.
But it said waterfall though, eh?
Huh?
So it's like a rushing water, yeah?
It's more like like in between like a trickle and a psh.
Okay. Or that represents yourself and how you perform on the arm wrestling table. So Ben, you need to pick it up, man. You need to get a bit more aggressive there. Because
What the?
too calm.
Yeah, okay. I gotta get angry.
I just go there just to watch the waters and it's transparent and oh my
Yeah, I know. You know, I'm like that when I'm training with people. I just want to give them everything, you know, and so they can experience that same IQ level, you know, them getting a bit of peace of mind about certain things, recovery. I don't know, just that's kind of relate.
yeah, no, it's cool. Thanks for playing. Because
Yeah,
yeah,
it was fun.
it's interesting what people, how people perform on the table. I don't know, like when you guys, I don't know if you how you feel the night before you go, to a competition, but your mind's rushing through all the different like things that could possibly happen. But you do think of your opponent and you think, oh crap, how am I going to get through this? Yeah. So at least you know how you are. You're feeling calm and you get up there and you're in control of what you're ready to do.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty impressive. Yeah, because I'm like a waves. I was like the ocean waves. I'm like, I'm full of emotion. You know what I mean? So,
Dom.
yeah. Okay. Well, we got any questions there, Ben? Anything come
Um,
people's?
yeah, I'm still regulating all that game that we're playing. I thought that was quite I thought that was quite fun, you know. Uh, actually, I wanted to see how Ashley did it, and I know that we've gone through a few questions that explaining, especially that last game that explains to us that how come Ashley is on the table and how she represents herself. But it was one that stood out to me is when you went out to your what was it, your bench press competition when you broke the record for that, and I think it was see the difference between how you transferred, but what the difference was like. I think you're saying that it's a different ball, it's a different game when you're prepping mentally when you go on to powerlifting and going on to the arm wrestling table. And I think that the pinnacle of that moment that stuck up to me was you said that Matt was giving you advice before. I think that was AWE you mentioned,
Yes, yeah.
was to get into your emotions. And
hmm
you're telling me that you're really calm when you go onto the table. What was the difference in this moment of time on that table? Because we're learning that your mindset is quite different going on to the powerlifting scene. And now
Yeah,
that moment there was almost switching the paradigm for yourself. So
yeah.
can you explain to us, like, I don't know how to frame the question, but what was that mindset in that moment going into AWE?
So weirdly enough, every big comp has been in and around the anniversary of my dad passing. So it
Ah,
feels like it has a lot more meaning to it. And
what?
yeah, and so it's the difference of, do I numb this out and try it, or do I try to kind of dip into those emotions?
Yeah.
So yeah, when he kind of said that to me, I was like, all right. The same thing actually happened at Over the Top. When it hit 9 o'clock over in Australia, it was actually midnight in New Zealand. And it was the 2 year, was it the 2 year? Yeah, it was the 2 year anniversary of my dad passing. And it was just as Mate Wirangi won. And so he comes off the stage, obviously he's like buzzing, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, but it was really nice
And
because, like, again, I can hold on to a core memory that in such a sad memory, I got to watch one of my best mates compete at like one of the coolest things I've ever seen him compete at in person.
wow, damn, that that even makes it more extraordinary,
Yeah.
almost like supernatural to a sense, because the coincidences of everything happening, the day of your dad's passing, and then that must have just given you that whole drive, motivation.
Yeah, it's weird. Can people stop, if you're out there planning a comp, please stop putting it on the 20th of October now.
Those ones. Did you pick up on it, or was it something that happened on the moment? You're like, oh,
As soon as I was told the date for AWE and Over the Top, I knew straight away. And
I you
so
showed it, yeah.
it was like the thing I do with it is I ring my mum, I let her know, I kind of get a little sad. But then we just get straight back into it. And then I know that once it's done, then I can kind of let out the little bits of pain and hurt that was there and just carry on.
Hmm. Oh, that's special.
Yep.
Thanks for sharing that. That makes sense now because I was like, how did you do that? You're telling me you're really calm on the table, and in that moment,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah,
different
but Matt,
switch.
Matt throws you off too, though. He,
So.
you go in there and you're like, what the hell? Like, I seriously, and then he tells you all these new rules, and I'm going, yeah, okay, this is totally different. But I just wanted to, you see this picture here?
Yes. Yep.
It's been sitting here for a while now. A bit of back to the water, but as you can see, it's an iceberg here, and
Mhm.
from the top, all we can see is the top part of it, and that's the part where you would be shining, because here you are and everyone sees famous people. You only see this great beautiful white peak, but
Yep.
underneath it, it's been held up by that support line. Who do you feel like, it's all hidden, so who do you
Mhm.
feel like is your support, your between your family and friends and stuff, that have
Mhm.
been holding you up during this time period, and that have been hidden, that we don't know about, that you would like to say thank you to?
Well, obviously a big one that I if I didn't have him in my life, I would not be where I am today, is Mate Wirangi. It's gone from the powerlifting scene to the arm wrestling scene. And the patience and stuff like that he's had during this journey has been incredible. Jack Lawrence is another one. He has been a huge part of my life, and we actually, because he's in the same club as me, but we never actually spoke until Sydney 2024. And the turnaround to that was I immediately felt a very close presence to Jack. I owe him so much. We've traveled the world together. We went to Turkey together, and then it's been wonderful. But again, he holds the same personality traits as being genuine and humble. And I think everyone that is in my life show that. Wesley Taylor is another one. He has seen all of my highlights as well as my lowlights. The Brothers in Arms Club has been huge. I was in a position earlier this year to organise our club along with Mate Warangi to go to Sydney. And it was just nice because it created such a bond between everyone. We usually only hang out for a few hours every week. And so to take us from that to spending the next few days with each other was huge, but it was really nice. And then I guess outside of arm wrestling, my mum has obviously been a huge backbone. She's seen all of the tears and she knows the ins and outs of my life. The same with my sister. My sister is my best friend. She's my younger sister. She's currently studying down in Wellington. So very polar opposites we are. She's the performative in the arts, and I'm even though she's very sporty as well. And yeah, I leave that to her. But we have been through a lot together. We've had fallouts and we've had memories over in Turkey, and she's been able to watch my children go up. And yeah, again, I would not be where I am today without my sister. Yeah, but other than that, it's really nice as well in the arm wrestling community because everyone is just welcoming. Everyone is nice. There's no people think that they're better than others type thing. I know sometimes I can come off as very, how do you put it? Not stubborn. I've been told multiple times that I come across as a bitch, but it's really guys, it's just social anxiety.
Oh, no way. I have
You mean
never
cat?
heard
Cat.
anything bad said about you, Ash. Never. That's a lie. I don't know who said that. Definitely got to go because I've never heard one bad word said about you, honey. Straight up.
But other than that, yeah, I am so blessed to have such a solid, strong circle of people around me. They have been there since the beginning. They've never switched up on me. They have seen me win. They have seen me lose. They've seen me grieve. They've seen me sad, and they still remain the same today. So yeah, I'm very blessed.
Real fun, real great support line you have there, because it does take a lot of support to get behind for you to get that to that stage. Where you are and to stay there and remain there, because it's not even just like being there and just doing this wonderful thing. It's what you're using it. You're taking this title and you've done so much with it to inspire and encourage others. Can you tell us some of the things that you've been able to do since you've been through all these amazing things? I think I've seen on their mental health, you're all over the Google, with the different news articles and stuff. So yeah, you've done some amazing things. What are some of those? What are some of the things that you've done that that stand out to you?
I think a lifelong highlight for me out of any sport is coming back from my stroke. So when I initially had the stroke, it was a week before we went into lockdown. And so when I got out of hospital a week later, the whole country was already in a lockdown. And so I remember going back home. My kids were babies at the time. And I'm thinking to myself, right, I was already going to isolate myself, but now I physically have to isolate myself away from the world. And so I went through a wave, and it was, oh my God, this has happened. Crap, we are falling down. And then I remember the third phase. I must have woken up one morning. It must have been about the fourth day and after getting home. And I went, crap, if I continue to be in this mindset, I'm not going to get anywhere. And at the time, we'd just found out that my dad was terminal, and he came to one of my powerlifting comps, and I said to him, okay, I'm going to try and become the top female powerlifter in New Zealand while you're still alive. And so that was kind of the driving force to get me back up out of it. I was hobbling around the house and doing rehabilitation on my hand, and because I had numbness and weakness. And I remember it was 5 weeks we were in lockdown. I spent every second of the day rehabilitating my left side. And when I came out of lockdown, I was stronger on the left side than the right. So that was, I stuffed up. I should have balanced it out and trained both. But yeah, a year to that day after I suffered the stroke, I came back and I hit the top total for women in New Zealand for powerlifting. So yeah, it was a huge, huge moment.
Bloody hell, man. That's amazing, eh? Like, you know, I know a lot of people that have had stroke and mentally just give up. Like they can't even try to make reconnections, let alone go into powerlifting and just, you know, no one's been able to.
After.
Yeah. And no one's been able to beat that record. Like, you're still one in the world, you know, for the largest bench press. Crazy. Yeah. It's amazing. So you've obviously got a background in sports here, because can you please explain this? Can you throw up video 4 for us, please, Kat? Because this blew my mind. Like, I was like,
What is
stronger
it?
on
what's
the side I had the stroke on than
Okay,
my
this
normal
chick
side.
is.
So, yeah, it was a very empowering moment for myself.
Okay.
And I also think it gave me the
Yeah,
mindset that I literally can do.
Can you please explain what's going on here? Because I'm thinking this is not something you've grown up and obviously done gymnastics.
Later, stronger on.
Oh my
the side
gosh,
I
I
had the
hate
stroke
hearing
on
my
than
voice.
my
This
normal
is back
side.
when
So,
I was like posting on TikTok so much. I was like, oh my God, I can do this. Oh, I can't watch it. But yeah, I have a massive
Dude, I can do a backward walkover. Like, I did gymnastics, but you're freaking back flipping down the freaking. Explain, yeah, you gotta explain, man, because I saw this and I thought, this is AI. This is
It's AI.
So I have a massive background in sport. I started gymnastics when I was 4. I was in it for 12 years. At the age of 9, I represented Taranaki at my first nationals. By the time I was 15, I was representing New Zealand for gymnastics and going over to the States. And everything was looking good. Like, my dream as a kid was to go to the Commonwealths. And it was when I was year 11, I think. I did a warm-up. It was my final vault at nationals. And I remember landing and just hearing something pop in my foot. And I went, crap. And so I tore all the ligaments in my left foot, and there was fluid building up at the back. Still competed though. I don't know how I did it. But yeah, that was the thing that took me out, and I had to retire from gymnastics because it was really rough, like the rehabilitation and trying to get back into it after taking, like, I think I took 6 to 9 months off, and it wasn't the same. But yeah, and then I had my kids, and then I was like, I think I might get back into sport. It was actually my dad who was like, I think you're quite strong. I think you'd be all right at powerlifting. And so yeah, that all happened, and then yeah, and then I got into arm wrestling.
Nice. She's always leaving us behind. Lucky I wasn't looking down for this one. Let's see how long it will take. But so when you did that, when you came into arm wrestling after powerlifting,
Yes.
because didn't you also? Oh, I don't know if this is part of the question here, but didn't you play rugby as well?
Oh yeah, there was only a season or two.
What got you into that? Because I knew you played. Because I remember you playing. I think you were playing in Hamilton for a bit.
Yeah, I was. So I ended up playing for Melville. Full circle moment. My son now plays for Melville, which is really cool.
What?
But
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
it really annoys me because I feel like if I had transitioned over to rugby, if I didn't have any injuries and I transitioned from gymnastics to rugby, I said to my mum, I was like, I would have been in the Black Ferns, and she's like, knowing your crazy dreams and stuff like that. Yeah. And so
I believe one.
I was like, let's make those dreams come true. We've moved cities. We don't know anyone. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Oh my gosh. Me in my prime versus me after having 2 kids and getting run at. No, no.
Wasn't the
So,
same. Wasn't the same.
no, it hurt.
Oh.
Hey, Kat, there's something wrong with Ash's screen. You need to turn it around right.
Okay, I thought it was just me. So
No.
it is his screen.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with
Actually, I
massive background in gymnastics, yeah? So
Yeah.
now with gymnastics, do you think that helped you? Like, you're not worried about crowds, are you? You're used to going into auditoriums. That would have definitely helped with powerlifting and you can with your focus.
Yeah, 100%. Like when you're in gymnastics and especially when you're doing an apparatus, obviously gymnastics is a team sport, but it's also very individual. And so you're obviously competing and you're being judged. So like that it's one of the hardest sports because you're not looking for encouragement and stuff, you're looking for perfection. So you have to put on a show when you're there. So it was quite easy to be in big crowds and stuff. Like I don't like it when I'm not competing. It gives me a lot of anxiety. But when I am competing, I get into a different zone.
And with perfection, do you feel like you're using that on the table? Do you feel like you're mastering the different techniques that you're learning in arm wrestling?
I definitely feel like I've improved from when I first started. Like I still remember when I first started and I was like fully turning like this. I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm like, am I doing that right? They're like, no. But it's been really cool because like obviously like listening to some of the ways that they would explain things when I first started, I was like, have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm just going to agree. But whereas now it's like, I understand, I get it, I'm going to do it. Might not look right, but just alter it if it doesn't. But
you know what it is? It's when you like jump on the table and you put your legs into position and it just feels so awkward, eh? You're like, oh no, this doesn't even feel right. But after a while, it becomes quite, you get quite used to it. Yeah. Definitely an awkward feeling. And when we have people come over and they jump on the table and they just go, what is this? Like, like it's crazy to think that a table was even built like for this sport, like it's an awesome thing. Is there's one thing that you could say to people who have not experienced the sport? I mean, we see arm wrestling as more like a pub thing, like it started in a pub most likely, but now that it's quite an established sport and it's quite we can recognize it as in an elite sport. So for those who don't know anything about arm wrestling, what would you say to them? How would you describe arm wrestling?
Like I was just listening to what you were saying about it being a pub thing. So my very first interaction with arm wrestling, it was watching Mate Warangi at a pub. And so like, but I guess because now we've got the likes of Auckland Champs and it's now being held, and I still will say this confidently, it is the best comp I have been to in New Zealand. It is, yeah. Anyway, I guess if someone hadn't been in the sport, I don't know, because I'm very much a, oh, you should come give it a try type of thing, or oh, let's have a go on this table, like outside of it. But
Dang it.
I guess if it was for a woman, it would be like, this is how I've been in the past. If there are women, it's if you're not feeling comfortable, go over to mine, or we can go to get the arm wrestling tables another time when the guys aren't there, if you're not feeling up to being in that space with them at the moment, and kind of building your confidence up without them before kind of merging them in. But as for a guy, just do it. Nah. Nah.
Hard out.
Bloody hell.
Hey, we got a comment there. Ash, try turning your phone. LOL.
Why?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
wrong with it?
And so you're not, what do you call it? You might have to put it on auto rotation
Hold
and
on.
then put it back again because it's got you on the side for some reason. You're on, you're basically like this. I don't know, explain it.
Okay,
I don't know who
now we're
that
going
was.
this way, and now we're going this way. Did it work?
No,
Ben, we should
I don't
just
know why.
should we just join it? Just flip us all.
Why is it?
Yeah.
It like from my screen it looks so good. Hold on. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Okay,
you're
now you're
upside
up. Now you're upside down. So
Right.
turn it one more time.
Do it again.
Turn it one more time.
Like this?
You just
One
say
more.
something
One more.
different to
One
what
more.
I say. One more time.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yay!
Yeah.
Dude,
You
I
got
had
it.
to 3/4 rotate my phone, and now I'm on the side. What the heck?
Oh,
That's better. That's better. Yeah.
wait. You were literally. We got you. We got you there. I
Yeah.
don't know
I
why
love
it's done
how
that.
everyone just saw me do a spin. How long have I been on the side for, guys?
Probably like 10
It's
minutes.
like us.
Oh, did she?
Guys!
Fire Joe did mention something. She
Yeah, I
mentioned
said to
something. But...
Captain to try. He did attempt to change it, but it wasn't us. It was your phone. I don't know what happened.
What
That's
the
not
heck?
performance.
I've been like doing deep and meaningfuls like this. What the heck?
or you just had to be different to us.
I just wanted to add in a quick comment too, and it was something about just going back a little bit, and it was just mentioning about how you got into arm wrestling and how you first started. Because I remember we were training together. We used to go to Cliff's house a bit,
Yeah.
and you had to learn really fast. Because I remember you had a competition. Had a competition. I think it was Hamilton, and you went up against a Kings mover, and that was against Donovan from Whangarei. And Fire Joe, I mean,
Oh
this was
my
a
gosh, yeah.
full-on Kings mover. And yeah, do you remember that match that you had against them, Ashley?
Yeah, so that was held at Spates, eh?
Yeah, and you had to learn really quickly. There weren't many Kings movers, because the only person I've known who's had a full-on Kings move battle in New Zealand was Mate Iwarangi, and it was against Aaron Inns, and he would always Kings move. Like, I had no really knowledge about it. I only knew that only person I knew who could Kings move was Devin Lorette. Oh, not the Kings move, but he was the only person who knew how to attack it. And Matt. So I was surprised that you went straight into it. And Fire Joe, guess what? This wasn't a female. This was a male, a very strong male.
Yeah, that's what
So
I
yeah,
meant. Like, she's challenging men because they're more of a challenge. Like us females can't even keep up with her. Like, but it's very helpful to challenge the men. But in saying that, the Kings move, I don't know if they're looking at taking it out in the WAF rules, you know. Hey, so it's a good thing not to be, I don't know, practicing that, especially if you want to go international.
right.
Because they eliminate that, then you don't. Well, in certain positions anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kings move. I
That
remember
was
when.
Ash.
Yeah. Can you do
Yeah.
Kings? You Kings, Ash?
Never. Oh, I was
Didn't
saying
you
never
Kings
tried it,
move
but
on
I did.
Sydney?
But I did. Yeah, because when we slipped in our first match, and my wrist flung back, and I went, "Oh my god, I'm in so much pain." And then Mate like, "You've got to do this," and in my head, I'm like, "I can't think straight. I'm in so much pain," but I'm like trying to stay composed. So yeah, when we went, because we were in the strap, I'm like, "Oh my god, what do I do? Like, I can't hold it." So I'm like. It was my first time ever doing it. I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I should have just been like, no, let's just call it there. But
Yeah, just go.
yeah, yeah.
Mm, yeah. Wow. So what tell us more about when you first like started arm wrestling? Like, so that was your first experience. What about when you first showed up at the club? Like, here I am ready to train.
So my first time going to the club, there was this rugby player there. I can't remember his name. He's quite young, and I remember them being like, "Get on the table with him," and I remember thinking, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." I did not do it. Okay, I'm literally like this, holding him the whole time. Like, how the heck do I get out of this? And I have it on video, and I just remember thinking, like, we have come such a long way from that. Um, but yeah, and I just at that time, it was such a close unit of people. Like back then, it was like a proper family unit back then. So it was nice because it's like I'm learning something new, but I'm also coming to a place where I feel safe and where I'm just yeah.
Wow, I've come far, eh? How long have you been arm wrestling for?
Consistently 2 years, but like on and off because I'd been jumping between arm wrestling and powerlifting. um 4. I think I went against Narita in 2022 and then jumped straight back into powerlifting.
Yeah.
That's right. You beat it
Yeah.
too, wasn't it? Your first year of arm wrestling?
Mm,
Yeah. Oh, it was like 6 months
Yeah.
into it. And then, yeah,
Beat the number one.
that was very nerve wracking, especially because, I'd heard so many stories. Very good friend of mine now. But, when you're so new in a sport and you hear of everything that someone has achieved, it's very daunting. And so, yeah, I remember in our first match of that and just thinking, holy, oh my gosh, what have I just gone and done? But still not knowing the techniques. I remember it was my right arm, and I'm like, what do I do? And I can see people behind me going, go like this.
Up, up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember my son screaming out "cup," and I was like, "I'm trying." I got nothing.
So, why, Joe?
Yeah,
This girl that woman that she's mentioning,
yeah.
she was the former New Zealand champion. That was Narita. How many years was she the champion for, Ashley? Before you defeated her?
I'm not too sure. So I know that there was Vicky again. She now lives in Australia. So
Mm,
she was the New Zealand women's champ for quite a long time, and then she moved to Australia, and then it became Narita, and it was quite a while. Like she held it for quite a few years, I think. Um, but it's really cool because when I first started, Narita was the one that paved the way for me. And it's really cool because she's still in the scene. Even if she were to leave, her name is still engraved in the history
Yeah,
of New Zealand arm wrestling.
100%.
mm,
Hope
wow.
to see her back on the table at some stage.
I'll see her in August if she's watching this now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, you guys got a competition on next in the next couple of weeks or next week. You got
Nationals, yes.
nationals, eh? Are you
Yep.
prepping for nationals? Are coming up next? Is it held in Auckland?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
How are you feeling about that?
So after Sydney, I'm very well known to, if I get injured or something like that, I push through it. But I'm not getting any younger, so I've taken a step back. I'm lifting bugger all weights. I'm doing a lot of rehabilitation on my right wrist. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to try it because there could be one wrong move and I'm back to square one. Um, Left is feeling really strong. It's feeling really good. Um, yeah, I'm just really excited to see everyone, catch up with everyone. Yeah.
I think that's a really smart move too. You've got to check your strength. If you're still not feeling 100% on it, then yeah, why risk your title? So
Yeah.
No, good girl. You're really thinking about, you got to strategically think about these things now, don't you?
Yeah.
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 So you're going to Sydney. That's this weekend, is it? And then coming back to, when you say going to Sydney, what do you mean going to Sydney?
Oh, when I went to Sydney in March.
Oh, okay. You'll be in
Yeah.
Sydney. Because I know that Mati's got something happening this weekend, eh?
Yeah, something in Sydney. I think he's facing Lachlan.
Yes.
Yes.
Lockie. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Hopefully we can get him on.
you're not coming. You're not going over. Oh, okay. Bugger. All right. That would have been cool. Get your flight.
No, I'm not going.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's a smart thing. Come nationals, and good luck to all the women that are competing. Anything you'd like to say to them about going to nationals?
Just enjoy it. Like, yeah, it's nationals, but I think one thing that's really cool at the moment with women's arm wrestling is that I think someone pointed it out a few weeks ago where, the men are in the zone and all of that stuff. And the women, like, it's a laugh. It is enjoyable. It is happy. I actually got FOMO at Auckland Champs when they're all kind of like buzzing with each other and I'm kind of like on the outskirts, like, oh.
I was like, well, what's going on here? Because I'm not used to that scene. They were just enjoying the whole. Yeah, man, it was a vibe, eh?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
And I think if any women who were thinking about doing arm wrestling saw that, I mean, if I was an outsider and I saw that, I'd be like, you know what? It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah, I want to join in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We had Simone, who's just that was her first time on the table up there in the competition, and she was like
Super strong.
Yeah, but she was like, yeah, bring on nationals, let's do it, because she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it so much.
Yep.
I think that's really important for the women's arm wrestling, is that it's very different to the men's. We have those titles, we understand that, but women, we're more sociable. We're enjoying the just being with other women and enjoying that. Yeah. So I've taken a lot from this, Ash, just talking with you and the ladies and a fortnight ago, and just trying to work out how we can increase the women. But it's definitely comes down to, like, women, we don't need all the cattiness and all the crap that comes along with it. You just want to get up there and have some fun and enjoy ourselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's, and then support the women who can make it through, like yourself, get behind them, and so on behalf of all these all the women out there, arm wrestlers especially, we thank you for your dedication, your commitment, and your love for us too, and then sharing your knowledge and your experiences and with us as well. We appreciate you so much. Okay. And I don't know if there's any more comments out there, guys, but throw them in quickly because we're coming to an end soon. Is there any more? Get in your
technician. Come off, there's any comments there, can pull them up, please. Here we go. Christopher Reeves, question for Ash. Single or multiplayer, Ash? What the?
Ash knows what that means.
What is that?
I straight away thought of Fortnite.
Okay. Looks like we're getting a Fortnite skin for Ashley Hoita now.
No, I actually do play Fortnite. That's why I was like, does this person have me on Fortnite?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, I do have Fortnite. If that's what you're asking.
What the? Okay. We've got another comment here from Jay Dizzle Manizzle. Any matchups, Ash? Is looking forward to seeing most at net. So yeah, what's the most? What is the match that you're looking forward to seeing the most at nationals?
It's hard because on comps, when there are other people involved, especially people that are very close in my circle, obviously, when you go into something like that, you just want to see your people win. But one match that I am looking forward to is Jack and Finn, but also I think is his name Max McDonald from
Yeah,
Invercargill.
Max. Yeah,
He's
that's
cut,
Max.
I think. And so yeah, that'll be really cool to see. Again with the youth, I think that was really cool last year how it came to be. So again, just watching them. Yeah, other than that, I mean, you know, we've got the woman as well. I know that Olivia is coming back to defend her title as the under, I think it's under 80
Yeah,
woman. So that'll be cool
that's
as
right.
well. Is Olivia competing, Ben?
Yeah, she's competing. She's
Oh,
cutting
awesome.
down. So yeah, yeah. She's like, I need to make weight for the sunbed. I'm like, you'll do it. You'll do it. It's not too
Yeah,
far. So she was. I wasn't too sure. She wasn't coming up. Now she's decided to come up. She'll be traveling up with the crew. Be our biggest slot we'll be having coming up to Auckland Champ. So yeah,
cool.
she's looking forward to it. And I think Olivia from Gisborne called her out as well. So she's looking to have a match with
Oh, that will be interesting.
There's
her.
another Olivia.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's what do you call them? Full. I don't know how to pronounce the Gisborne name. Do
So
you know how to
there's
say it?
Olivia from Wellies, and then there's Olivia from Gizzy.
Ah, there you go. Olivia from Gisborne and
Hmm.
Olivia from the Wellington Arm Wrestling Club. So
Yes, yep,
I think they're wanting to have a super match, but if she makes weight, what she's hoping to do,
yep,
then both can meet each other, which will be quite interesting.
yep.
I have
And
to back
then
Olivia.
I got my girl
Yeah, hard,
Olivia.
hard.
And then another person that I'm looking forward to watching compete is Mate Warangi.
Yeah. Hey,
Nah, just kidding, just kidding. I just want to see what you guys are
hey,
doing.
what is what
No, no, no,
the
no.
spoiler alert?
Everyone watching the podcast right now will be like, oh.
Yeah, Hannah. Oh wow, yay! I hope it's true, Ash.
No, 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 no. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch all of our boys compete. Yeah, it should be such a good day. Like, yeah.
uh, Another comment from Minju Puri. Malia versus Ash. Malia. Ah, fresh meat. Malia.
Yeah, yeah. She's lovely.
Yeah, much love,
Yeah.
Malia.
I do have a question too, and it's for Ashley and Fine Joe, and it's just regarding promotion for
Hmm.
women's arm wrestling. And it's something that I'm going to explore in the Wellington region because we have so many suburbs here. And yeah, I need like a guidance here. Just any any best ways or any recommendations for promoting women's arm wrestling and how to go about it down here.
Do you guys have a specific location that you train at?
So we currently do it at one of the boys' place, and that's at Kieran's, and
Hmm.
sometimes we do it out in the public.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing at the moment. That's what we do.
I mean, like Savage Stallion. They took their club to, I can't remember what it was. It was like a market day or something like that in Auckland a few weeks ago. So, you know, it's getting it out there. There are all walks of life that walk through there. It's just finding places, events, public spots where people are going to walk past.
Excuse me.
Sorry, there's fireworks. What the heck? Again, like word of mouth is. Sorry, I'm so put off by these fireworks. What the hell? Yeah, word of mouth to a certain extent, but then it's like, you know, social media is a huge thing. It travels through thousands and thousands of people, and I know you know, there are clubs out there who are starting to get it out there. A lot of the time, you know, people are posting their trainings, but when you're on social media, a lot of the time people are watching trends. So, you know, I feel like that attracts viewers in itself. Yeah.
Okay. And what about yourself, Joe? Any recommendations on how we
You
can
know,
promote
I
women's
think, well, with starting clubs, I
arm
think most of the time you're getting out in public spaces, like Ashley mentioned. Like we
Mm.
were in the park, but you need a regular place that people can recognize where you're going to be. You have to be consistent too, because people don't like to be, you know, here, there, and everywhere, and it doesn't make any sense. So having a location, Ash is right, you know, where people know where they can find you, and you build that rapport and you build that trust with people when you are stationary, you know. So
right.
yeah, and then yeah, everyone's got to believe. Like if you passionately believe in anything, and it rubs off onto other people. So if I believe in it and I enjoy it, and that's all people say is, well, when you're talking about it, it's so uplifting that others it just rubs off to the next person. And then, so, you know, I've seen it with my boy, like every time we would meet with anybody, like even at church, would grip up and say hello, we'll turn it into a handshake, and
Hey.
you know what I mean? And we just constantly trying to, you know, and then we'll talk about it like, oh, well, you know, what I do, I'm an arm wrestler, and they go, really? And then starts conversation. So if you love it and you enjoy it enough, if it's your passion, then it's going to just spread, you know.
Yeah.
So you got to believe in it, and in anything. And so yeah, and then do the same, then teach them, and it'll grow, and others will, you know, continue to see it, you know, spread forth. So,
Yeah.
but it is one of the fastest growing sports in the world at the moment, arm wrestling. And it's exciting to see everyone just starting to relax and just post their videos, and, you know, yeah. It's like from last year, there was hardly any videos going up, and now it's just like everywhere. Everyone's, yeah, look what I can do, look what I did. And it's really fun to watch.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, get involved, be a part of it, and don't be shy. Just do it, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah. So good luck with that, because trying to build women, it's a hard thing, because, you know, we try to reserve our arms and hands to lift our babies. So, and another good point was we're behind the men, so we're getting tired because we're trying to run and help do this and help do that. So, you know, what about Ash, just quickly, with powerlifters? Because I've got a young lady, she's so strong, and she's a powerlifter, and she just come out of competition, and now I'm like trying to convince her, come on, you should jump back on the table again.
Yep.
You know, I said to her, listen, come and watch this, come listen to Ashley Hoeta, because, you know, she's a powerlifter too, and you have that, you know, you have that experience between those two sports. How do we get these powerlifters over? Because they don't want to, they're like, yeah, but I need my arms, you know. Isn't arm wrestling helping, like with powerlifting?
Does just a side question? Did this person compete at Over the Top by any chance?
Nah, she's only a young girl. She's very fresh, very new. She's the professor's Jacob Johnson's sister, sister.
Oh my gosh, she's super strong. I've seen a few of the videos that Jacob has shared. Super strong.
Yes.
Like when I was going between powerlifting and arm wrestling, there was one point where I was trying to do both. I know Mate Warangi does both. It's insane. But there were times where I was doing like, I don't know, like 350 to boards for bench, and that was going like 120%. And then on a Saturday, I would go to training and I could barely hold anyone. And I know that's not convincing, but it's like, I guess in a way, from like a mature point of view, you have to pick one, because arm wrestling is working all of the little everything in your wrists and stuff like that. And so when you're going into powerlifting and you're holding like this and behind you, it does affect it. So what I would
Right.
say is go as far as you can in powerlifting, but also she probably already knows the techniques because she's Jacob Johnson's sister. And it's like when the time is right, head over.
It probably isn't about how much or like, just getting into the lane for her, but just understand not actually really working the muscle because she's got the strength already.
Yeah.
Probably just getting into that lane for her. But thank you for that. I shall share your knowledge with her and hope she can move along to it, towards arm wrestling because she's amazing. And everyone's amazing because give it time, give it a few years as well. You just get stronger. Okay. Everything starts to connect. Like I'm like, what the hell's that? I never had that before. That wasn't there. So Ben, is there anything else you'd like to say to Ash?
I think. I think just going back to a previous question. I'll go back to that previous question about promoting. I'm definitely going to go. It seems like the warm places to go to, or we'll try to get into, is like powerlifting clubs. So I think I might go and check that one out, to be honest, because it seems like it's the way to go. It's where all the strong women and men are. So yeah, unbelievable because we have so many clubs down here. Quite popular in Wellington.
A very strong powerlifting gym in Wellies is called Vikings.
Yes. I know the guy there.
He has been running it for quite a while. The actually funny story about his gym. So he also at one point made calibrated weights, and the bench video that you saw at the start, those are his weights.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, again, one of the strongest. At one point, they had about 5 of them lifting over 300 kg deadlifts. So yeah, it would be cool.
Good place to go. Yeah, I think that will be the place. I do follow them on social media, and I had one friend I used to go to high school with. Used to be the skinny guy. Now he's jacked and everything. So yeah, I definitely will approach them in different other clubs down here. Last question. No, it's not.
Coco's done. Powerlifting. Yeah. CrossFit. Rowing.
Yeah.
Looking women using their arms. Yeah.
I'll have to take Olivia with me too, so I can balance that energy out. Any last words, Fire Joe? You want to add on to?
No, but Ash, is there anything that you'd like to say? Is there anything that we can do in the community, how we can get behind you and support you?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everyone already does that naturally. Do you know what I mean? Like the encouragement, the positive words. I feel it. I am deeply appreciative of all of that. And like in terms of everyone as a whole, just continue on your journeys. Some are marathons and not sprints. Funny that I brought up marathon because I'm actually running my first half marathon in 2 months' time.
Nice. Let's go.
Yeah, I've been training with it. I'm doing it with my best friend. It's been very different because I hate running, but now I am at a stage where I dislike it. It's gone from a very strong hate to a very strong dislike, and now we're at the dislike. So we're getting there.
Ah, good.
That's good. That brings growth.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's awesome. Wow, marathon. Goodness, I've got to step
this.
I want to see these backflips. Can you do like a backflip when you get to the cross, like when you finish line,
No, my legs will buckle. I'll end up doing a face plant.
Wow. Like, can you seriously do like at least a backward walkover? Can you do that now?
I've never been able to do a backwards walkover because I don't have back flexibility. So what you saw in the video, I'm just trying to think what it was. So there's a backwards roll to handstand where you like roll back and then you end up in a handstand.
Yes.
I can do obviously a backflip. So a thing between a backflip and a back walkover is called a back handspring. So it's like you go to backflip, but then your hands go on the ground midway and then you push yourself back over. That I can still do, but unfortunately it's not when I'm sober, it's when I've had a few to drink. I get very overconfident in that sense, but sober, definitely not. I've got a conscience when I am. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna catch you in August, girl. On the back handspring. I mentioned that pole dance that I saw on there. We just had to.
Oh no!
Swinging
This
on a
whole
pole.
podcast, I've been like, they haven't brought it up. Great. My coach did that.
Hey, what's that?
Next question.
What's
Should've
this about
been-
August? What's happening in August?
So, is Olivia in? I can't remember if I put Olivia in it or if she was added. So, in August, we're having an all women's training up in Hamilton.
Oh, yes.
But when I say all women's, it's like obviously the men from the club will come down too, because Mate Warangi will be there, Jack will be there. But yeah, it's
come
just
in if you like. You can make it up.
Are you going, Faija?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it
cheers,
up.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would definitely want to come. I want to see these women because, when I came over in Auckland, they're so beautiful, and we've
They
got
are.
moving. Yeah.
Yep.
That
But
is-
yeah, big training. We've still got a few other things that it's under works at the moment, but yeah, I mean the first one last year kicked off quite well. So it'll be interesting and cool to see how it all kind of plays out this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we might be able to get maybe a panel together and jump on, inside the strap while we're down there. Get the girls on.
Yeah, we can do a live do. Do a live right on the spot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what you guys did, when you were down in Wellington.
Yeah, well, it was Charles' idea. Bro, let's just set up in a sitting room.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have all the gears. Doesn't matter, we'll just start up. So yeah, no, it would be really good. Were you planning to host the Ash?
We've still got a few locations that we're looking at. We're not too sure because last year when we kind of ran it, we didn't realize how many people were actually going to come. So it was we held it up top of a pub, thinking, maybe like, I don't know, 10, 15 people. There were like 40 or 50. And so I was like, oof, yeah. And so this year we're like, okay, let's have a look at some bigger places that we can.
Just need a bigger pub now.
Hard out. We need a club.
Because we need drinks. We know she's gonna do that backflip for me because
Oh,
I want to see this backflip, man. I know it ain't AI, man. That's for real. So for real. I've got to see this. I've got to see this.
My dad actually put all of my gymnastics videos up as a kid on YouTube, and the bugger actually got, I think it's like, I don't know, a couple hundred views on it, but he'd posted multiple videos and some of them had got like hundreds of thousands of views, and I'm like, people go on here to look at those videos and then they come across me doing gymnastics. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's cool. It's so cool. I thought it was amazing. I got it from I got that footage from Te Ao. I think it was on the news, on some sort of Māori news. I thought, gee, they found it somewhere. They must have found it from your dad's footage.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the best. It actually shows a different side of you, which is great. We all see just how dedicated you are to sports in general. So stand proud, girl, because not many people can do the splits or do a backflip. So
yeah.
straight up. So be proud of that. Yeah. So okay, good. So we will see you in August.
Yes.
We're going to. Good luck with your left arm when you go to your competition next week. And yeah, thank you again, Ash, and thank you Inside the Strap, Cap. Thank you so much, Ben. This was awesome. Like just being able to arrange this for us to talk, to have this platform to talk on.
Yep.
I think this is the only thing. It's happening in New Zealand, right? For a podcast for arm wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Definitely.
yeah, that's amazing in itself. I don't know anyone else that's talking on podcasts about arm wrestling. So,
Yeah.
New Zealand leading the way. You know.
No, we've always spoken about it. I've had this chat with Ashley back in 2021 when we were all chilling out at one of our close friends' place, Cliffy. God bless
Yeah.
him. And yeah, it's cool to see it all happen now. And Ashley mentioned a few things last time. She's like, "Oh, I can't believe you're doing the podcast thing now." And we spoke about it years ago, and it's actually quite cool to see this actually happen. It's all manifested now in
Yeah.
all timing. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it. And thank you so much for coming on, Ashley. And thank you to Fire Joe for coming on. I thought it was going to be the ladies, but there was a change of plans. So no, I appreciate you coming on, Ashley, and we're grateful for the opportunity. Any other closing words you want to leave with the audience, Ash?
If you've made it this far, nah. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Nah. 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 I'll see everyone at Nationals.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, everyone.
And just
yeah,
quickly,
you got something to say?
Yeah, listen, I might disappear for a while. I'm only saying that because I'm gonna be busy into my I'm gonna be raranga. I'm gonna do my raranga and just focus on the work that I've got to do for my trip. So you'll see me. This fire will be dropping off, and I'll be heading into a lot of work that I need to do. But if you don't hear from me, I'm busy. Okay, I'm just busy just doing that work. But I love you all, and thanks, Ash. We'll be in touch.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Ash. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our podcast night with Inside the Strap, where arm wrestling matters. Boom.
Peace.
Hello.
Hey! Oh, Benji.
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
So I gave everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So,
And I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z.